Alright, what's up y'all? It's LakerFan here. In today's video, this is a little topic of discussion for you. Now I know, don't click the dislike yet, bro. I know a lot of you guys can be triggered by this title, but it's a question, it's not a statement. However, it kind of is a statement, but like, it's more of a topic of discussion here. Now, you can see by the title, I'm asking whether a good slasher, good exclamation point, is better than a good playmaker. Now, here's what I want to address. The unguardableness of a good slasher. I do want you guys to like really factor that in. Now, let's just make the example of a playmaker, right? A good play sharp can get themselves open from anywhere. They are very versatile. They can make you have to guard their three-pointer super high, then they get like, you know, a good drive off of it, and they're wide open on the drive. Now, I will say this. The more defenders you put on the court, the easier it is to, I feel like, put a play sharp in a box. Or if they, I don't know, I feel like if the spacing is bad, then so be it. But anyway, that's aside the point. I don't want to address what I was thinking of on that for too long. But let's say I would say this. Slashers can be super easy to use, bro. Like, people will just hop on a slasher, and you know, the typical slasher in your eyes is probably some old head who can't get themselves open, they can't shoot, they can't like do anything but just ram it in the paint and then play defense. But I will say this, bro, good slashers who can play the corner properly, get alley-oop cuts, lobs off that, play with the ball in their hand, and if you sag off them too high, or if you sag off them too low, I mean, then just shoot the three. If you if you play them stupid, because I feel like a lot of people do, and just sit in the paint and dare them to shoot, sometimes you can still just dunk on them anyway. Now I will say this. While it is a mindless build and it's easy to use, yes, I feel like if you master it, bro, like there's no great way to guard a slasher. Because I mean, at some point, like look at, like, you can literally sag off all you want. A good slasher can get into the paint against whatever defense you supply them with. I mean, and then takeover. Don't even get me started on takeover, bro. You see, I hit this dude with I hit him with 3 triple threat. I don't know what I was doing here, and then I missed the layup too. But anyway, nah. As far as takeover goes, bro, I feel like, yes, a sharp's takeover is more crazy on 3v3, but if we're being real, bro, I feel like sharps can really get put in a box on 2v2. Just because, I mean, yes, while you do have like your inbound like cheese where you can just, you know, D-pad behind or dex, as most of you guys say, you can just D-pad behind a freaking your inbounder and just like be wide open half the time. But I will say this, bro, with no LT cheese, or like no, you know, like the big man like holding the ball and holding LT and you just dancing behind it, or the inbound cheese, I don't know, sharps can get put in a box on those pick and rolls super easy. They're a little too slow. You can double them a little harder, and then, you know, kind of bait them to like throw passing lanes like right at you. You see nice combos right here. But as far as a play sharp goes, I don't know, like you do have to be a good player with that build, in my opinion. I don't think you can get away with being a play sharp and not being skilled at what you do. As a slasher, or like a slash playmaker that I have here, for instance, you can be solid without really knowing what you're doing. You see this dude we were playing against got graded out and he's on cold. So right here I just, you know, try to get past him for the cut. But I mean, let's just put all this stuff in like a box score like type evaluation, if you will. So now we'll just skip to the second gameplay. Let's just put all this stuff in like a box score evaluation. Let's just compare playmakers and sharps to a slasher, for instance. Now I feel like a slasher is kind of an extension of a lockdown, while still being able to like get like contact dunks and still be kind of annoying on defense. The way I feel about this player I have right here, the slash playmaker, is that you can still play great defense with it, right? Like, I don't feel like you can play great defense with a play sharp. Like, I went minimum wingspan on this player, and he still has good shot contest. He's 6'8", he's athletic, bronze defensive stopper, pick dodger, pickpocket, all that stuff. And I mean, just like I said, the athleticism and like just ability to move where you need to, the rebounding ability. I mean, bro, this is a problem in the game for a reason. When like 60 3-pointer builds can like green so consistently and just make consistently, it's a problem for a reason, because you don't really need to have 85 3-pointer, 80 3-pointer to hit in this game. Now, I didn't realize this very much going into this game, or before I made this slash playmaker, because I wasn't running a lot of ball handler with the athletic rebounder in this game, obviously, because who's going to run point guard with an athletic rebounder other than just to, you know, have a mismatch of every you guys know the deal. But I will say this, as I've ran more like ball handler role with this player, I've noticed that it actually is pretty easy to shoot in this game. And I know a lot of you guys already know this by now, but I didn't really have an opportunity to do that yet. But no, I will say, bro, like when you are on a player like this who has only 63 3-pointer, but that's kind of convenient that I did go minimum wingspan for that reason as well, because, you know, generally most people will just leave a slasher wide open from 3 because they have to fear for, you know, everything else. You're gonna see right here, horrible like rescreen slip, but it still gets through, still get the dunk on him. Like I said, this build is pretty mindless, bro. It's pretty simple to play properly with it. I will say, oh, and then I pick up my dribble right here too, but you know the deal. Okay, so they get the switch here. Now, I would love to show you guys this, because this is another ability of the slasher as well. So I only have what, like, I don't even have brick wall, but you see they switched the matchup here on accident, and they really mean to. But this is what I always preach. If they switch once, they're gonna switch again. Okay, so that means you can get slips super easy. I know you guys on my channel, y'all know this by now. I'd be preaching this all the time, but for those of you that are new, pay attention to these, because you can get wide open on these rescreen slips almost every time, because they just eventually, if they switch, like I said, if they switch once, they'll switch again. So right here, I think their plan was also to just put the rim on me, but you know, we can just kind of finesse that a little bit. So to continue this topic of discussion, I don't want to bring like lockdowns or post scores into this topic, because it's kind of like that's not even a good, it's not even a good comparison. As far as like backcourt players go, it generally goes what? It's usually like a playmaker and then something else, whether it's like a shot maker or a play sharp or a pure shot creator, or I don't know. I feel like you never really see like a slash sharp at point, or like a sharp slash or something like that. Now understandably, right, like, you know, it's not it's a pretty trash point guard build, but I love this player right here, the slash playmaker. It's just so, and like I said, keep in mind the defensive ability to where, like, and you're gonna see right here, they play a lot more sides. The guard hedges for no reason. And, you know, I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see this player in action. Gold posterizer, gold lob finisher. I'm about to get and then the nuts thing about this player too is the speed boost on takeover. I'm about to get 2 more sets of contact dunks too when I hit 91. I'm still working on that, but anyway, and then I also get the speed boost on takeover every time when I hit 91. But again, I feel like I've tried to address this like 4 times now, but bro, the defensive ability from a slasher, as opposed to your typical like point guard, if you will, you know what I mean, it's so much better. It's just miles ahead better. And yes, you can put them in a box. You can put a slasher in a box a little easier by literally just gapping him and not letting him shoot anything. I'm gonna just scroll through some clips now while I'm talking, but you can put him in a box by making him shoot, yes, but like generally, sometimes with the slasher, you can still find the crease in the defense no matter what, if the build that's guarding you is like a playmaker or a sharp who has like no defensive stop or anything. So generally you can maybe just take whatever you want in the paint on them if they have no defense. But builds like this give point guards problems too, because their defense is still solid as well. Now I will say, like I said, I feel like the one thing that really sets playmakers and like play sharp, shot maker, pure shot ahead of this player is in 3v3. It's definitely, I wish it made sense, but the only reason 3v3 doesn't make sense is because, I don't know why I recorded that either. The only reason 3v3 doesn't make sense is because it's so easy to shoot threes. I don't think slashers should be able to shoot threes at all, but I also feel like sharps should not be shooting 90% on wide opens. Like that, it just don't make sense, bro. The reason that I say this too is because in 3v3 you would think like fast break would play a big factor into the game as well, but it really doesn't unless you like really lock up. And the only way to do that is to surround my player with like other good defenders as well. But if I surround him with other good defenders, we don't get 3 points on like almost any, on almost any like possession. So it's kind of like, what's the good trade-off? You know what I mean? Because I don't know. At some point, if you run a proper lineup though of like a ton of defenders or like slashers or playmakers, and you can play good defense, I don't know, then you can live off fast break and you can kind of play to your own play style a little bit better. The lineup I've been running lately has been a playmaker at the 1, a pure rim at the 3, and then my player at the 2. But what I love about what we've been doing, you see Denton right here with his pure rim, the Draymond Green looking dude. 6'7" pure rim, bro. Like it's just so fun, like playing with all this originality. We can switch everything on defense. Denton can just follow their most dominant matchup. Like for instance, this game it was a post score of the 3. I'm still a good defender. Cook's still a good defender. Any like like as long as you have stick skills on defense, obviously, and can communicate and switch, we're good. But anyway, sorry. I feel like I made this video a little too much of a topic video. I should have just kind of stayed with the whole just free flowing. But just to kind of, for those of you that are still here, to kind of explain what I was thinking from a broad standpoint. It's just defense is much better on slashers. Their offense is still literally just as good in my opinion if you are a good player. The reason I feel like it's just like not like accepted in the community that slashers are like good at offense either is because a lot of the people who use them are like just just the trash people who can't do anything with them, like other than just paint cram. But I mean, those who have IQ with the slashers, I feel like can be very dominant as well. So that's really what I wanted to bring to the topic with this video, of just the fact that the defense is great, the playmaking is still good, the shooting is still good because of the game, and I just feel like a lot of people sleep on slashers just because of how they're publicly known in the community to be like those trash dudes who have no clue what they're doing. Other than that, man, that's about it. Other than the fact that, like I've already addressed, they can't really shoot threes on demand or like create their own three-pointer if the defense is taking away the three-pointer. But at that point, you just gotta play defense and get your twos. I mean, that's what it is, bro. At the end of the day, if you can stop them. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to address too. I meant to address this earlier in the video, but let's say, okay, so to score 21 points on only 3-pointers, right? You have to go 7 of 7 from 3, okay? Correct? Like, you have to go 7 of 7 from 3, that's 21 points. All it takes is 10 shots for a team that scores strictly 2s but scores 1 3-pointer in the entire game. If you score 1 3-pointer in the entire game and then 9 more 2-pointers, that's game. That's game. So it takes 10 shots for a slashing, like a super slash fest team, who can still bang 1 3 somewhere in that game. Takes them 10 shots. It takes your sharp squad 7 shots. Now, what's the likelihood of a sharp squad going 7 for 7 from 3? Help me with that, because I feel like that's not gonna happen too often. Sorry, I'm scrolling through clips here. But again, what's the likelihood of your slashing like squad to go 10 of 10? I feel like it's pretty high, bro. Like, it's pretty legit. It's not too hard to do that. But anyway, that's just something I wanted to bring to your guys' attention too. And like I said, the more slashing you have, the more like defense you have as well. If you have a playmaker running the show as well, who can still play corner as well, it means oh yeah, that was a beautiful double screen. I wanted to address that, but that's why I recorded that. But if you have like a playmaker alongside a slasher, it's low-key kind of cheese, bro, because then you can like, oh, and then we got Simmons out here. It's kind of cheese because then you can like go to the corner with the slasher and then still bang off like gold dimer as well. But anyway, that's all I wanted to address with this video. I know I kind of made this a little long, especially for a discussion video. But anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. check out some other content. You can peep the athletic videos, the one Zion build video that I have right now. But I'm gonna get more Zion gameplay for sure, and then I'm working on the mixtape too. Stay tuned for all that. Appreciate the love lately, bro. All these videos have been going nuts. Like the last 3, going crazy. The mixtape, the takeover discussion video, the Zion build as well. All these views have been doing great. I do appreciate all you guys as well. Appreciate you making it to the end of this video too. If you did, put Simmons in the comments. Might as well. Just what's on the screen. Put Simmons in the comments. And then yeah, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Take it easy, man. Peace.